I've been smoking, you been smoking, we been smoking all day. I be smoking, you been smoking, we been smoking all day. You be smoking, she be smoking, he be smoking all day. Blowing kush, it ain't face from overseas to the USA. I got that blueberry, raspberry, and we keep that juicy fruit. If you want that 5-hour level, yeah, we got that.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Snerbidge the PoTcast. I'm your host, Tony Tubes, and I'm bringing it back. I haven't been on here in a while. It's been like a year since I did anything, and the one person that could bring me out of my sabbatical is in my studio today with me. Welcome to the show, Johnny fucking Bravo.
Yeah, that's my real name. He's not just giving me a nickname. That's
He showed me his ID.
name.
He showed me his ID when we first met. I'm like, no fucking way. And there was Johnny fucking Bravo.
The only Mexican that you'll meet is Johnny Bravo.
The only one. I'm just going to flip that way a little bit. There we go. So, yeah, this is Snerbidge the PoTcast, so we got to smoke some pot. And I don't know what to start with, but I do have a little special something that I've been saving and I did not know for what, but I found this and I'm going to hold this up to one of the cameras here. It's a dick weed. It seriously looks like a fucking dick.
Okay, I see what you mean.
It's a dick weed, dude. So we're going to smoke some dick weed.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like a dick. I've been holding on to that for months. So yeah. Should we start with the head, the shaft of the balls?
What about the tip?
The tip, oh yeah.
Gotta start at the tip, man.
Gotta do some good stuff with the tip, man. Okay. Oh.
You heard that crackle?
Oh. While I'm breaking this up, I don't know. Do you know? Do you know who Shelley Duvall was?
Shelley Duvall? No, I do not.
Did you ever watch The Shining?
The Shining. Sounds familiar, you know. I'm not good with names, but if I seen a little
Stephen
trailer...
King movie with Jack Nicholson, and they're in the hotel and like the "Come play with us, Danny, forever and ever," and the fucking elevator doors that like fucking spew blood and shit.
Is it the two little girls?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I've seen it then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The mom, Shelley
Yeah.
Duvall, she was in Popeye with Robin Williams. She was in a lot of stuff, but she died.
Today or what?
Looks like it, yeah. So, rest in peace, Shelley Duvall. You were kind of hot back in the day for a weirdo. She was weird looking, but she had a hot like thing going on, I think.
They say the pretty ones are the wild ones, man.
The pretty ones are the wild ones? I don't know if that's the saying.
Yeah, I think I got it backwards. Something like that. I don't know.
Dickweed. I don't know about this pipe. I've been trying to like clear it. Should be okay though. Should be just fine.
Well, this is gonna be my first high of the day, so.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
I've been pre-gaming all day.
Yeah.
But no, Johnny and I met at our place of work business, and we've had a good time.
Have you mentioned where you've worked before on here? Okay.
I figure we don't need to go that deep.
Let me get the lighter real quick. Quit holding out.
You can keep that one. I got a nutter. Fuck.
Oh, this is a pretty pipe. It has a butterfly on it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is a cool pipe, though. No, so that was the first thing I wanted to see if you knew who Shelley Duvall was. Because, yeah, she was fucking nuts. She was erratic back in the day. She had a good time. So did you have anything you wanted to talk about?
Oh, yeah, there was a few things I wanted to get on. Well, what age did you first try cannabis?
I was 14.
The first time you tried it, and then what age did you start smoking constantly?
I was 14 when I tried it, And then probably, I would say 17 is when I, maybe 16, late 16, early 17 is when I really started smoking a lot. How about you?
I'm bad with like the age, but I remember I first tried cannabis with my brother when I was in 6th grade.
Yeah.
So I was like 6th grade, or about 12, 13, something like that.
Somewhere, yeah.
And then I already started smoking constantly when I was in middle school. Like 7th, 8th grade, I started smoking about every day. Yeah.
How do you even get through middle school all fucked up? Like,
surprisingly, I was the nerd, man. I like to do get high and do my homework, man. It helped me concentrate.
I was such a wad in middle school, or junior high is what we called it. We called it junior high.
And then it didn't help that I lived a block away from the school, so like everybody would just meet at my house.
Oh yeah,
do the wake and bakes, and even when I didn't have anything, people would be outside of my house like waiting for me to come out. Hey, you want to hit this? Is it cool if we stay outside your house?
There was a couple places like that. They were never mine, thank God. But they always got busted. At some point in time, they always got busted and shit. So I was gonna, cause I kind of figured that you didn't know who Shelley Duvall was.
Yeah.
So my next thing was I was gonna run down like the top 25 movies in my collection, like rated by IMDb, like internet rated. These are the best movies that I have on my shelf, because for some reason I can't pull up top 100 of all time. But I was gonna see how many of the best movies on my shelf have you actually seen.
That'd be interesting.
What kind of music do you get into, man? Like, I never really...
Dude, I'm all over the place with it when it comes to music, man. Like, obviously, hip-hop and rap is, like, what I grew up on.
Why does that have to be obviously? That's not obvious.
But, like, I like country and, like, I like weirder. Mexican, folk music, and then...
You just sort of like sit around all day like listening to mariachi music or anything.
No, I do not like mariachi. I like corridos and stuff. It's just like
Daddy Yankee.
Yeah, no, I'm not a reggaeton fan. No. But I do listen to a lot of variety. There's some rock like the Eagles that I like, and some. But yeah,
that's cool.
I do like some jazz and
some jazz,
yeah.
Smooth jazz.
Yeah.
What's like the one? What's like your one like guilty pleasure, like either song or band where you're like, I don't know if I want everybody knowing that I like that, like. Oh,
that's a hard one, man. I don't know. It would probably be like some country singers, Yeah. That a lot of people be like, "What, you like that guy?" Like, they wouldn't expect me to be listening to like, I don't know, some Morgan Wallen or some shit, but. Okay, I like to cruise to that, driving down the freeway and stuff,
Mine's like Norah Jones. Come away with me tonight. Like, it's almost jazz, but like, smooth blues jazz kind of shit and everything. Most people wouldn't think that I dig on Norah Jones, but Norah Jones's voice is fucking soothing.
Yeah, and when the radio's on, there's some like chicky pop music. Sometimes it's catchy and I like it, And I'm bad with names, so like I wouldn't know the names off the top of my head. But there's some songs that are definitely chicky and poppy, and I fucking bobbing my head there, son.
Fucking Lady Gaga.
Yeah,
Lady Gaga's got some bangers, dude. Like I can dig on some Lady Gaga. Yeah. But now she's like turned a corner, and now she's just like doing like Vegas shows like she's 81 years old, and like I don't know, that's really weird to me that she's just like doing a stint in Vegas and shit.
Hey man, gotta pay the bills somehow.
She got plenty of money to pay them bills. Let's see, where's my list? There it is. Okay, top 10 movies that are on my shelf. Have you seen them? Johnny Bravo. Has Johnny Bravo seen The Shawshank Redemption?
Oh, yeah. Seen it.
They're my friend Andy Dufresne.
Yup. That one's a good one. It's one of my favorites. And it's funny how in Family Guy, they redid that one.
Yeah.
The episode. That was a good one.
The Godfather.
The Godfather. Yes. You know, when I was in college, I took an intro to film or something. It was like one of those electives you needed.
Sweet.
They made us watch The Godfather
awesome.
in my college class. So yeah, I've seen The Godfather. First two I've seen.
The Dark Knight.
Dark Knight.
Like with Heath Ledger as the Joker.
That is one that I have not seen.
Oh, yeah?
I'm not big on like Joker or Marvel movies or whatnot, you know?
It's DC.
DC, exactly. I don't even know, man, you know?
All right, so that's one down. You said that you saw The Godfather Part 2?
Was it part 2 or part 1?
Well, they're both on the list.
Oh, okay. I seen part 1. I think we've seen all 3 of them in the class. In the class,
right
yeah.
On. We'll go with that. Excuse me. Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction, yup. I've seen it.
The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring.
Yeah, I've seen all the Lord of the Ring movies, and that's something too. You know, I like those kind of movies and Harry Potter movies and like those sci-fi fantasy movies. Yeah. I love those. People wouldn't expect me to like those. You know,
Inception
sounds familiar.
That's with Leonardo DiCaprio, and they got like the top at the end. When if you fucking like if the top is still spinning, then we're still in the dream. But if the top topples over and you don't know and everything,
I think I've seen it, but I don't recall it.
Okay. Forrest Gump.
Oh, yeah. Run, Forrest. I love you, Johnny.
I love you, Johnny.
Yeah, that one's a good one. Classic.
The Matrix.
The Matrix, yep. Surprisingly, though, I've just seen that one just recently. I'm 30 years old, and I just seen it, like, this year.
Goodfellas.
Yeah, I've seen Goodfellas.
All right. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
I have not.
That's a fucked up movie, dude.
Yeah.
You should check that. Terminator 2.
Terminator 2.
Judgment Day. With the kid. The T-1000.
Oh, yeah. We were talking about this the other day. Yeah, I've seen it.
How about It's a Wonderful Life?
No, I have not seen
it. Oh, you haven't seen it? Oh. Sorry, that's my Jimmy Stewart impression. It's from 1946, but it's one of those Christmas movies,
Yeah.
Look, Daddy, teacher says every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings.
7. Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman?
I don't think so.
Dude. Oh, that's a...
Maybe if I see, like, a trailer or a clip, man. Like, I'm really bad with names, but...
What's in the box? No? Okay,
No.
well, yeah. Okay, The Green Mile.
The Green Mile. That sounds familiar.
That's Tom Hanks and that big Michael Clark Duncan fucking dude that he's in jail. He's on death row and all sorts of crazy shit happens.
I don't think I have.
Oh, yeah, see that.
Damn, I'm down a couple now. How many is that?
Well, I gotta see. Where does the list end here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. We'll go through it again here in a minute. Back to the Future.
Yup.
Okay, good. The Prestige. That was, it was the dude that plays Wolverine, Hugh Jackman, and the dude that played fucking Batman, Christian Bale, and they're both magicians and shit.
Nope.
Oh, that's a good movie. The original 1979 Alien.
No.
No? Okay. The Departed. That's like DiCaprio and Matt Damon. Fucking Jack Nicholson's in it as the bad guy.
Nope.
That's a good mob movie, dude. That's a good mob movie.
I'm gonna have to get this list off of you and watch some of these, man.
They're good, man. And then the last one, this is the number 20th on my shelf, is Django Unchained.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Cool. Right on. So, out of the top 20, I'm pretty sure. So, you said you never seen The Dark Knight.
Mm-mm.
And you don't know about Inception. Forrest Gump, you've seen. The Matrix, you've seen. Goodfellas, did you see that?
Yeah, I've seen Goodfellas.
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, you never saw that. Never saw It's a Wonderful Life. Never saw 7. Never saw The Green Mile. Never saw The Prestige, Alien, The Departed. So, you got your 11 and
it's
9.
only no 9.
Yep, so 9 you haven't seen out of the top 20 on my shelf. Some of those are pretty fucking good. But the last movie on my fucking list, like the worst movie on my shelf, is Bucky Larson, Born to Be a Star. Did you ever see that shit?
Nope.
It's this movie about this kid. Mm-hmm. And he's really, really nerdy and geeky, and his friends and him are like, we're going to get together and watch porno tonight. And so they're watching the porn, and all of a sudden they realize that his parents are in the porno. And instead of freaking out, you think he'd freak out. He's like, oh, I'm the son of 2 movie stars.
Oh,
and so
wow.
he goes out to the coast to become an adult film star and shit. And shit gets real. Like, I think it was funny as hell. But, like, the critics hated it. But fuck them. I don't give a shit.
What's that one called?
Bucky Larson.
Bucky Larson.
Born to be a star.
Born to be a star.
He meets all these porn stars. It's like, what's your name? Miles. Miles Deep. My name's Dick Shadow. Nothing grows in my cockshade.
So, after speaking about all these movies and whatnot, one of my questions were like, what are like top 3 celebrities or like well-known people in the world that you would like to smoke with, dead or alive? You know,
Dead or alive?
yeah, top 3 like people you would like to get high with.
Are they like previously stoners or just anybody?
Anybody,
Even if they hated getting stoned.
yeah.
Okay, that's an interesting.
Like if you could get somebody high, or you know.
Fuck, man. I think, man, that's a tough one, dude. You know, and I don't want to go for the obvious like Willie Nelson or Snoop Dogg, even though that would be fucking sweet.
I would like to get high with like Neil deGrasse Tyson, you know, that smart guy, and just get stupid high with him and ask him all the, like crazy questions.
That would be
you
a
know?
waste of time for me though, because like I would just be sitting there like, I'm not understanding a goddamn word you're saying.
I'll tell him to break it down though, you know.
Yeah. I think it'd be really cool to get high with Gene Roddenberry. He was the guy that invented Star Trek.
Oh, okay.
Like, I think it would be cool to sit down and see, because
Poke his head.
well, especially if I could like talk to him about stuff that's happened since he died, because I'd like to know like how he, what he thinks about having a transgender, cast member on one of the shows and a gay couple on one of the shows. Like I would like to see, because he was always so accepting, but he was still from the old world,
Yeah.
So yes. First African American white man kiss on screen was Star Trek. They broke a lot of shit, but it'd be really interesting to like know what he thought about the progression of Star Trek to this day and stuff. So that's my nerd.
Yeah.
Coming out. So yeah, Gene Roddenberry would be really cool. Oh man, how about you? Do you have another one?
So like I would like to get high with Elon Musk too and fucking ask him.
What that creep? Oh my god!
I want to ask him some shit about space, man, and
About
see what's
space.
really going on
never
out
been
there.
To space. That motherfucker's never been to space.
But he might know some shit, man.
I don't know about how much that fucking guy knows, man.
Or I'd like to get high with like some top CIA agent or some fucking military guy that knows shit.
You want some knowledge out of this, huh?
Yeah.
See, like I would love to get high with Jessica Alba.
Jessica.
Not even saying that anything has to happen.
Yeah.
Like I would just love to sit there and just get wrecked with her for like an evening. If something happened and the wife was down to join, I'd be all right. Yeah, I'd be okay with that. But yeah, Jessica Alba. Honestly, dude, this is gonna sound really weird, but like, and like top 3 is hard. I would, because I would.
Okay, let's open it like 4 or 5, or name a few people.
I would love to get high with Tom Waits. Tom Waits would be fucking amazing because he's such a crazy weirdo motherfucker. Anyways, he's a musician.
Okay.
He's also been in movies and stuff like that too. I would love to get high with Hunter S. Thompson. I don't want to go as far as Hunter S. Thompson would. Like, cause he'd be like, why stop with weed? Weed sucks. Let's do some speedballs and drink fucking whiskey and go shoot some fucking guns and shit. And I'd be like, can we just chill out and smoke weed and talk about the 60s, man?
Yeah.
But honestly, dude, Donald Trump.
Donald Trump.
I would love to sit there and get him really baked and just kind of just see where his brain went. He's such a, regardless of whether or not I fucking hate Donald Trump, regardless of that, he's a very interesting man. and how he's been able to like basically be a bully his entire life.
The way he talks himself into things and
talks everybody out of things.
Yeah.
You know, like it's ridiculous, man. Yeah. The guy is like a supreme con artist, and that's why it's so.
That's a good way to put it. Professional con artist.
Yeah, dude. Like the max, and you look out, and there's people in the world that you can in real time watch them get duped. And you're just like, what? Like.
I wonder how other countries look at us like
we're morons.
We're all getting duped.
They look at us like we're Florida, dude. Like every one of us is somebody from Florida, you know? Yeah, that's fucked.
So that was also part of my questions too. Like, what do you think the future of like our country is, man? Like, with I don't know, the way things have been going, you know.
I tell you, dude. Like, I think that we're gonna whip ourselves into such a frenzy that there's something stupid that's gonna happen, like somebody's gonna shoot a nuke or something like that, and something big is gonna start. But then I honestly think that at the same time, something really bad is gonna happen with the environment.
Yeah,
like within the next 50 years, to where I honestly think that where we are right now in the middle of the fucking country. Like where we are sitting right now in 150 years is going to be prime fucking real estate. Because the coasts are going to be fucking gone, dude. Yeah. Either by nukes or the water's going to start rising a lot more, and people aren't going to be able to trust it, and so they'll move inward. Yeah. And right here is going to be $500 million property, right where I'm fucking sitting, dude.
There you go, guys. And invest in some property
in the middle of fucking nowhere, in the middle of nowhere, country.
In the Midwest.
Yeah. Speaking of the fucking Midwest, Johnny Bravo is getting out of the fucking Midwest tomorrow.
Yep, I'm heading towards the
coast.
The coast. What we were just talking about.
What we were just talking about, man. But hey, you know, just in 149 years,
I'll
remember. Just remember, you know, oh shit. As much as I'm gonna miss you, man, I'm really excited for you. And you know, if I didn't have a wife and kids and shit like that, I'd just fucking come out there with you.
Hey, you can always come visit, man.
Absolutely.
So, Tony, growing up, man, how was the cannabis growing up? And, like, when was the first time you saw a grow op, man? How were the grow ops back then?
I've never seen a professional grow op.
You've never, like, never okay, not even like a closet grow or anything?
I've seen closet growers.
But like a big closet grow, like a garage or anything?
No.
You've never seen that?
No, the most, like, dude, my buddy Adam fucking, you know, back in the day, we were like, we have this plant, you know, this one plant, and, you know, they were trying to do it in a closet and everything, and it didn't fucking work. And
oh my God, Tony, you gotta come out to the West Coast, man, and have me show you around, man.
Okay, so I don't know. All right, so when Adam and I we went to Norfolk, Nebraska, or was it Lincoln, Nebraska? No, it was Norfolk, Nebraska. Went to Norfolk, Nebraska, and there was this like private lake that his family had a family reunion on, and I went with. And there are these ATV trails out in the back. And so we went walking on the ATV trails, and we found a big fucking field of weed. And I don't know if it was just ditch weed, you know, like nobody even knew it was there, or if it's somebody's shit that they were growing. I don't know, but I have pictures somewhere of me and him standing in the fucking, you know.
Well, did they look like just random plants out, or were they like in rows, or?
It wasn't a row type of thing. It was more like just like an open area, and it was just, you know, somebody had been going there for 50 years chucking beaners or some shit, dude, you know. I don't fucking know, but yeah, and we were sitting there forever just like, you know, like, holy shit, I don't know what to fucking do.
Yeah. Well, growing up in Washington, man, I was introduced to like cannabis at a very young age, and like, man, I saw a lot of grow ops in my days, and from closet grows to like garage grows to eventually when I got older, working at a couple legit, you know, grow operations, like legit ones through the state. So I've seen some fields in my day.
And I would love to. I'd love to fucking see something like that, but it's just I've never had the opportunity.
Oh yeah, if you ever come to Washington, man, I'll take you to a couple.
I feel like, like there's all those documentaries about those states up there and like it being sketchy as hell and Murder Mountain and all that shit and everything. And like, I just feel like I'm so weird that I would just be shot within about 20 minutes of, getting out of the car.
Nah, man, these are like just friends, like good friends of mine that, I've met over the years and have bonded and have operations and actually have like little underground brands and stuff nowadays, It's because it's crazy because out on the the west coast and the bigger cities, you can sometimes get better quality cannabis on the street than in the stores, and they tax a lot sometimes out there. The state taxes are crazy in some places, man.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I just feel like, going back to the election and shit, like, or where our fucking planet's going to be, where we're going to be at as a country and shit, like, I don't understand how fucking hard it is for one of these presidents just to be like, okay, we're going to put through the correct paperwork to decriminalize weed 100%. It's been a joke forever, dude.
Yeah. It's
been a fucking joke. Roseanne. Back in the 90s, Roseanne and Dan Connor got fucking fucked up on an episode, and it was hilarious. Like, there was all these different shows where people were getting fucking stoned, and it was just great. Yeah. And,
well, it's still a joke, man. Like, half the country, like, half the states you can smoke, and then the other half you can't. It's like, might as well make it all legal nationwide and, like,
tax the shit out of it. Tax it and fucking make some money off it.
Make money off of it, yeah.
Put it towards our fucking debt.
Oh, yeah.
I saw that debt clock in New York City.
Dude, I seen that a long time ago. I remember in high school, like, there's, like, a website you can just go type in on Google and it's just like there and it's just going up and up and up, man.
Well, I saw that 98, 99, maybe 99. Yeah, it was 99 when I fucking saw that shit, dude. So I can only fucking imagine what it's like now.
Right? And I remember it was like something crazy in the trillions.
Oh, yeah.
It's probably some...
It's in the gazillions.
Yeah, it's probably some other number that we don't even know.
Oh, my
Past
God.
trillionaire.
Dude, and all they have to do is just fucking tax all the rich people better.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody who makes...
Actually tax them.
Nobody needs to make $100 million.
Yeah.
Like, nobody needs to make that much money. To live and shit like that. I'm not saying we should all be commies now. We should all get the same amount or anything. But it's like, dude, nobody. And I will say this. No movie needs to be $200 million. Needs to fucking have $200 million spent
on that movie.
No movie needs that. It's just the crazy ways of spending versus,
I think society nowadays is like the more you spend, it's like, look like something great,
Oh, yeah, the more toys you have, man.
Exactly.
And,
you have.
I buy toys. Other people buy four-wheelers and boats and things, So, yeah. I don't need a boat or a four-wheeler. It'd be nice to go on a pontoon someday again, but we're going to smoke this dude. Well, as I'm lighting this, I don't know if you saw that guy cut it in.
Oh, okay. This is one of the old-fashioned classic bongs.
Classic. These fucking kids. You fucking kids.
This is like when you went to the head shop and you couldn't call him a bong, man. It's like...
It's a tobacco water pipe.
It's a water pipe. You can't... Say bong again and we'll kick you out.
Yeah, dude. It's a tobacco water pipe, and that's all it is.
I remember those days, dude. Going to the shops and you can't even call him a bong, man. Get kicked out.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you can't even call it I remember I walked in one and I was like, that's a fucking sweet steamroller. Like, out! And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? What?
Yeah.
This is a tobacco steamroller pipe, or whatever the fuck. Oh my god!
And that was also one of my questions that I had. Like, how was smoking weed growing up back then? Like, how was it looked down upon? Because now it's very open in society and accepted now, you know. Versus back then, it was like, you know,
it was you didn't want to get caught with it.
Yeah,
but it was still a joke. It was just a joke. I used to fucking wear my fucking weed T-shirt to high school, and the campus cop would be like, "That's fucking sweet, dude." You know, like nobody cared. If you got caught with it, by the extent of the law, they got to do something. You know, so that kind of fucking sucks. But you know, other than that, it's just kind of like, yeah, I don't know. I had a lot of fucking fun growing up and smoking weed, dude. It was. If Doc gave me 24 hours to live tomorrow, dude, I mean, yeah, it's gonna suck, but you know, or if I croak tonight of a heart attack or some shit, I had a great fucking ride. You know, I really did. I definitely had it better than some. I definitely had it worse than others, but you know. Yeah,
you know what? I same. You know, if I did, I'd be happy with it. I've done a lot. I traveled a lot for my age too, man. I've seen a lot.
You have, and
smoked a lot.
You've seen leaps and bounds more than I have in this fucking world, and I've seen a lot, you know. Yeah, but you're like, oh, this one time when I was in Honduras and fucking doing this and all this shit, and I'm just like, yeah, this one time I was smoking weed in Kansas. Don't worry, I like Kansas.
That was another topic I was going to bring up, like the stigma behind stoners being lazy, and, you know, what are your thoughts about that? Because obviously it's not true, but, you know.
Oh, it's totally true.
Oh, man, there's stoners that are athletes, too.
Oh, yeah, there is. You know, you just have to know how to fucking, how to work around it, you know?
Yeah.
You got to know how to run with it, you know? But no, I can sit there and have a lot of plans for the day, and then I'll smoke one of these fuckers. Then I'll be like, you know, or
because I got high,
or I could go home and I could watch that YouTube video I've been wanting to fucking watch, you know, or I could go home and sit down and just play my guitar and not fucking do the dishes, you know. And that I love indica too, indica, you know, like my wife fucking tells me I need to like smoke more sativas, so you know, and stuff like that. So
me personally, man, to me it's never really affected me like one kind, man. To me it's just weed, man.
See, and that's the thing is like that's me too, and I'm like I'm totally open with smoking a sativa and seeing if it would do anything, but I've never had weed that was like. You know, like, you know.
It's crazy because my sister, she smokes, and she says that she gets some sativas, and like it would wake her up in the middle of the night, and she'll start cleaning and clean the whole house and whatnot. But like you said, I've never had something like that, man.
I'm gonna tell you, man. I have been black market plugging with weed my entire fucking time, dude.
Yeah.
And just recently was I able to, you know, do it legally, do everything legally through a dispensary and shit. Like before that, it was all plugs and everything. That was it. I found myself in some crazy positions trying to get a bag of weed sometimes, you know, like,
you know, and that was another topic I was going to get into, like how was buying cannabis, you know, back in your day, you know, how would you go about buying cannabis, you know, how sketchy was it, you know?
Could be very dangerous. Yeah. Like I wound up in the ghetto more than I wanted to. Like it was and I got ripped off one time, like hardcore, like these dudes, we gave them like $125 and they were going to bring us an ounce, and they never fucking showed up. And we were high school kids. That was all of our fucking money, dude.
Yeah, it's not like you can go tell anybody. Yep, you know, before you're exactly. Gonna tell,
yeah. They just took off with it. You know, I fucking paid my dues when it comes to all that shit. Yeah, dude, I've been in some crazy positions, but I've met a lot of fucking really good friends because I had to go and find weed.
Yeah,
so, you know.
Yeah, when growing up, buying cannabis for me, it was easy in the town I lived. You know, easily available to everybody. But I remember, like, my group of friends, there's like 3 or 4 of us, and, you know, youngsters, like 14, you know, 15, you got $5? We all get $5 and we get $20, man. And we go buy a dub. But we would sit there arguing for like 1 hour about where we're gonna go. Like, what dealer we're gonna go to. Like, oh, we can go get some fire, but it's gonna be skimpy. Or we can go get some like dirt weed, but it's gonna last us like a whole day, And, yeah,
it's gonna last us a whole day. No, I found myself in some very, very interesting positions because of drug dealers, and I had relations with a few of them, all women, mind you. None of them were dudes. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but yeah, and one was really, really awesome. One really wasn't. Yeah, I've been through it. I've been through it, kid. I've been through it. I deserved every inch of that fucking dispensary card that I got. And hey, it's like the first photograph that I've taken for an official ID of some sort where I don't look like a fucking date rapist. Like every time I take like Forrest Gump and Earl from My Name is Earl, they both like can't take a picture without shutting their eyes. Like every picture you see of them, their eyes are shut and everything. Mine's like every picture I take, I'm just like, hey, I'm Tony. And then all of a sudden it's just like, rapist. Like my face just comes out looking just fucking terrible, man.
I hate when taking pictures like that, man. They always tell you, can you give me a smile or something? And it's like, yeah, and then I end up doing some weird grin. And it just looks stupid.
That's funny. Dead air.
So, Tony, what are some things you want to accomplish in your life in your lifetime that you want to accomplish,
You talking about like work?
Just
play?
like, I don't know, like anything, like something that you want to do, or or it could be a place that you want to go,
I would really like to direct a film that people like. Like I would just like to direct. Okay, my absolute, total, complete, 100% dream is to direct something that lands me at like San Diego Comic-Con. Like San Diego fucking Comic-Con wants me to come and have a panel, and they have a theater that holds 3,000 fucking people, and the fucking seats are sold out and shit, and people want to fucking talk to me about this fucking thing that I put on, this story that I told that fucking resonated with them. I want that. Okay. I don't even care about the Academy Awards or nothing. I just want Comic-Con to be like, hey, you should come and have a panel at our fucking shit. That'd be awesome.
Okay. Do you want to make like a comic, like a show or a cartoon, or?
No, I don't know, man. Like if you ever watch any of the little fucking short films that I've put out and everything, they're all kind of sci-fi.
Okay.
And stuff like that. And so I think I would direct something like that. I like that kind of shit. Just because I tell jokes doesn't mean I'm really necessarily into doing a comedy. I think I could do a comedy, but I'm more into like a cerebral, like that's fucking awesome. You know?
Talking about you being a comedian, like what age were you like I'm pretty funny, I can do this for a living, like I want to be a comedian, like,
I don't know if I ever thought that I was actually ever any good to do it for a living, but I liked doing it when I was a kid. I fucking, I did it for like this talent show when I was like a really little kid, and it was just stupid little kid jokes. Mm-hmm. And then I did so well there that they invited me to do this other little showcase that they had, and it was at the Capitol Theater and shit. Couldn't tell you what it was, but yeah, I was like 10, 11, something like that. I was cute. It was cute.
It's like a little talent show, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But then they had me do this showcase, and this chick, I don't know. Anyways.
And that was just like a snowball effect from then?
Well, I listened to Robin Williams' A Night at the Met. It was a comedy album that he did in the 80s. Mm-hmm. And he was so funny, dude. I just wanted to do that. Then I got into George Carlin, and then it just snowballed from there. Ugh. But no, I never really did think that I was ever any really, like, good enough to like go out and compete with anybody and go out and think that I was, you know, big enough to put on a show like that.
Okay.
Nor do I still think that. I mean, how about you? What's one thing you want to accomplish?
One thing I want to accomplish. I want to open a gym or start some kind of like fitness organization or something behind, you know, some kind of legacy. I don't know.
That promotes active
fitness lifestyle. Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. That would be like my goal, you know. Yeah. I think I'm gonna like when I go to Washington, man. I think I'm gonna start like trying to get investors or friends, get a good group of friends that want to open a gym and try to do that. That's my goal. That's what I'm
Globo Gym.
Call it Hood Fitness.
Hood Fitness.
The neighborhood fitness. It's gonna be neighborhood fitness, but highlighted Hood Fitness.
Hood Fitness. It's gonna sweep the nation.
There you go, man. Nah, that's a pitch for a name that I'm gonna throw out to them.
That's a pitch for a sitcom. Hood Fitness. Oh yeah, I forgot about Big Boy over there.
Yeah, we gotta hit that. Is there some water in there?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I cleaned it and did all the things. So yeah, I mean, for those of you tuning in, being like, "Hey Tony, what you been doing all this time that you haven't been doing stuff?" It's like just been like working at like a restaurant job and fucking doing comedy shows a lot and open mics a lot in the in the area that we're in.
Oh yeah, that last open mic was very interesting.
Oh yeah. Wasn't it? That was one of those, yeah, it's summertime, small town fucking stand-up comedy, dude, or open mic. You're not gonna get shit. If there's fireworks or beer and bands or anything like that anywhere, you're not gonna get shit. Except for that one dude that was...
That interesting fella.
He was a very interesting fella. He smelled like an unwashed vagina. I don't know how a man can smell like an unwashed vagina, but he pulled it off.
It was bad. It was bad.
Yeah. It was really bad. But, yeah, he, and, like, yodeled a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know what was worse, his performance or his smell, man. Like,
I mean, you know, I try to be very, very accommodating and accepting and everything like that, and you know, and hey, good job, you get up there and did something cool. Just can you smell better next time? You know, like, it's all I ask. You can get up and do something weird. I don't care. Bring the weird, you know, but just try not to smell like a fucking, you know, like a rotten fucking.
You know, I don't know how those people, like, how they don't smell themselves.
Whoa, those people?
Like,
whoa.
you know, people that have really bad odors, man. Like, how do they not, like, smell that, like, on themselves? And, like,
some people, maybe they just don't give a fuck. You know, everything else is going bad for them, so what the hell do they care? Or maybe they went smell blind. maybe they went smell blind,
you
son.
just had that COVID, huh?
Yeah, they got that COVID Rona. And then they went smell blind on us, man. No, it'd be cool to, like, you know, go down and do some stand-up comedy down like in Austin.
or anywhere, in fact, right?
Well, yeah, yeah. But one of my other dreams is to like, I want to go to New York for like 3 weeks and just stay there for 3 weeks and just do nothing but open mics for in comedy and stuff like that, and just do that in New York City. And if I did that and I was able to fucking go and do comedy for 3 weeks in New York City, that'd be enough for me, I'd be like, hey, I don't need to get famous. I don't need to get, discovered or anything like that. I just want to go and do comedy around that city that has had so much really, really good fucking comedy in it.
Yeah, one thing I would like to do is like travel to some weird country, third world country, and live out there for a month.
Yeah.
Just see how the other world lives,
I'm not going with you. I'm not going. They would eat me.
They would eat.
I got a gimp foot, dude. They look at me like I'm the weakling of the pack. But oh god, is he tasty looking?
Or like it would be cool to see like the Amazon jungle or something, like going to the Amazon jungle.
No, that sounds awful. That sounds like it's hot and it smells and it's humid. I bet you're just dripping fucking sweat every goddamn second, and there's bugs the size of your head, and there's animals, like everything wants to eat you. Yeah. No, I'm good. I don't need to go into that. That's not for Tony at all. No. I think it'd be really cool to go a lot of places, but I don't want to go over the ocean.
You don't want to go over the pond?
I don't want to go over the ocean at all.
You're going to have to if you're going to want to go to Pompeii.
Or even Hawaii to see you someday, or to see Mikey someday. Like, I can't just fucking... Because I just have this utter fear... excuse me. That I'm going to be in that 1 out of 3 million fucking planes that goes down, and I'll be the one person out of that 236 people on that fucking flight that fucking survives, and I'll be sitting out there floating on a door in shark-infested waters, waiting for my turn when I could be sitting right fucking here. I have that fear, man. I don't like that. I don't even want to take the chance of that even happening, and me staying on the ground.
Yeah.
That's 100% never going to happen. I will never be eaten by a shark.
So you're just afraid of the ocean? Like, would you get, like, on the boat and go out in the ocean?
No, absolutely fucking not.
Like, even worse, right?
Yeah, that's 100% worse. It's going to take a lot
The ocean's
longer.
a scary thing, man.
I don't want to fucking... I will not swim in the ocean. Yeah. Never. I will put my feet in ocean. Mm-hmm. I will put my hands in ocean. I may even drink some ocean just to see what that tastes like. I never drank ocean before, so I might do that. But no, I'm not even going to swim out a little bit, because Saved by the Bell, somebody almost got fucking killed from an undertow. You got coral out there and shit. You still got fish that want to fucking eat you. There's just no, dude. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do any of that. I'm step on something.
I swam in the ocean twice, and I never really thought about stuff like that until you mentioned it. And now that you're saying all this, it's like, damn, you're making me scared of when I was out in the ocean that time. Imagine something happened to me.
When I got in my accident when I was fucking 15 years old, dude, after that, you start looking at things a little bit differently. And then when I almost died a second time, then I'm really like, okay, we need to take a fucking look at everything, every possibility.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm not a thrill seeker. I'm not going to go jumping off no bridges. I'm not going to jump out of any airplanes.
So that's a good topic to talk about, near-death experiences, man. Like, you almost died a couple times, you said? Twice?
Yeah.
I almost died a couple times, man.
Yeah.
So it's a scary thing, right?
Yeah.
Dude, I almost drowned. I was in a couple car accidents, and it's crazy. Like you said, it makes you look at things differently from a different perspective.
I was not 10 foot tall and bulletproof from the age of 15 and up. A lot of people they don't understand that until they're older, that they're not 10 foot tall and fucking bulletproof. Like, you can end up really fucked up, man. And I don't like being fucked up. I've been fucked up enough.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see anything? When you almost died twice, did you see anything?
Nah.
You didn't see nothing? No lights? Nothing fucking... Nothing. Your life didn't flash before your eyes?
Nah, nothing like that. I just, like, you know, where I was in really bad accidents that I should have been dead, but...
Yeah.
For some crazy miracle, I survived, you know. Like, the way the car was crushed, it left just enough space just for me to, you know.
Just, yeah, maybe you're like the Unbreakable dude, you know, Bruce Willis. You ever see that fucking movie?
What movie was that?
Unbreakable.
Unbreakable.
With Bruce Willis?
I don't think I have.
No, dude, it's like a guy's on a train, and the train fucking derails, and everybody on the fucking train dies except for one dude. And it's Bruce Willis, you know. But he's in the hospital, and he's like, you know, the doctor's sitting there asking him where he was sitting, if he got up, if he was wearing a seatbelt, all these questions. He's like, why are you asking me all these questions? He's like, because as of right now, you and that patient over there are the only two people to survive this train wreck. And that patient's about to die, which makes you the only person to survive this train wreck, and there's not a fucking mark on you. And so he basically realizes that he can't be like he's invincible and shit like that, dude. And it's fucking but it's really dark. It's like kind of a superhero thing, but it's really dark, like in real life, like if this shit happened and stuff. And fucking Samuel L. motherfucking Jackson's in it. And he does a great job.
Sounds like a good movie.
It's really fucking good. It's that M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong did it. You know, M. Night Shyamalan, that fucking dude with The Sixth Sense. He did The Sixth Sense. I see dead people. Tell me you know what The Sixth Sense is, man.
The movie is The Sixth Sense?
Yeah.
I've seen that movie.
Yeah, that's that M. Night Shyamalan did that movie. He's that twist ending guy, you know? Yeah, so, yeah. You gonna hit this fucking bong?
Oh, yeah.
You know how to hit it? Is it too old for you?
Oh, no, I know
too
how to
old
hit
school for you? You gotta pull that fucking slider out. Yeah, dude.
Man. You know, people always think that I'm super young, but I'm, you know, I'm a little old. I'm 30.
Yeah, 30's, it's an age, dude.
It's an age, man.
It's an age. And lots happened to me since I turned 30. I'm 39 now. But a lot's happened to me since I turned fucking 30, dude.
Well, a lot, yeah.
So.
A lot can happen in 9 years.
Get ready. Yeah.
Hold on tight.
That's 2 high schools plus 1, you know?
Yeah.
Like, Jesus, man. People think that high school is like the be-all, end-all.
Well, dude,
fucking,
it's crazy to think I graduated high school 7 years ago.
Fuck, man. I graduated high school.
No, wait.
Yeah, it's got to be more than that.
Yeah, I graduated 2013, so it's fucking...
2013?
Yeah.
So that's
23, 11 years?
Something like that, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Damn, that's even longer. That's
Yeah,
crazy. 11 years since I graduated high school?
Took me way too long to do that, man.
I know, me too. I'm like, what? 2013. 13 plus 10, 23, 24, 11 years.
Yeah,
11 years since I graduated high school. That sounds crazy saying it out loud.
All right, I'll fucking do one first. It'll probably be my only one. I'm not... this is a pussy hit, man. I'm sorry, but... Jesus.
You can do it, Tony. I believe in you. Get ready to hear Tony cough for 15 minutes, you guys.
Fuck that.
It's like that, SpongeBob. 2 hours later. I'll show you how it is, man. Oh, yeah. Ooh, that tastes good, man. What is that? Is this, That runts muffin?
Yeah.
Oof. Oh, that's the dick nug, huh?
There's a little bit of the dickweed.
Is the dickweed in there?
Along with that other stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was good. Tickled my throat. Yeah.
Holy fuck. I haven't done a bong rip in a while.
Tony mentioned he had a bong. I told him we had to hit it.
Well, it needed to be cleaned anyways. It's not entirely clean, but definitely looks better than it did.
You know,
I'm just not, dude, I'm like almost 40, I don't need to be doing shit like that. Smoke a little doober and I'll be
Is that
all
what
right.
I got coming to me, man? Not in a couple years, I'm gonna be like, I can't take a bong hit no more.
It's not even like that I can't, which it is harder these days, but then again, I'm a smoker.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I don't know, it loses. Okay, you do gravity bongs.
Oh man, when I was younger.
Exactly. That's the exact same,
Well, because it's a lot of work too, man. It's like,
Yeah,
man, you gotta cut a gallon.
This is a lot of work for me. I gotta make sure that water's clean. I gotta clean out fucking the bowl. And I gotta make sure it's hitting right.
That was another topic I was gonna talk about, like how clean of a smoker are you but you're not much of a bong smoker, are you, nowadays?
No.
But when you were younger, you smoked a lot of bongs, like when you were younger, right?
Yes.
Did you clean the bong out often, or were you like one of those stoners that would like let it fucking get all nasty?
I tell you, man. So I had a green bong that was probably about half, maybe like 2/3 of that. And it was just one of those basic plastic fucking green
Okay,
bongs
yeah, I
and
remember
shit,
those ones.
And I didn't have a lot of money, and so I couldn't afford to buy a lot of weed. So when I would smoke, I would usually smoke out of that, and then like I was one of those people that like, if there's a little bit of resin in there, I'm gonna get that resin because I'm gonna fucking be smoking that resin at some point in time.
From the bong?
Yeah, dude. When you got nothing to lose.
So I remember.
So I kept them pretty clean.
Yeah.
I'd let them cake up for a little bit and everything, and then clean them and keep the fucking gross.
I remember, like I was telling you earlier, how like me and my friends would argue about like where we were gonna get our cannabis from and whatnot. But it's funny because we would also like complain about what pipe we're gonna smoke it out of, because like I remember me specifically, I was like, let's use my pipe because I wanted to get the resin in there, because when I didn't have anything, I'd fucking hit the resin,
Yeah.
Same thing. So yeah, it's funny that you mentioned that.
There was a dude that my sister dated, and we went to a music festival with him, and I was the only one that brought a pipe. And so he'd be like, let me load that fucker up. So he'd load it up with his like dank ass fucking nugs and shit. And then we would take like 2 hits off. He's like, that's fucking cash. And he'd cash it into my ashtray and shit. And like, that's what he did. Like he would take like 3 or 4 hits off a bowl and then cash it out and then just load more.
Yeah.
And so like, dude, between like smoking with him because it was my pipe and him fucking like just knocking it out in my fucking dude, like that was great. But then we met this chick that came by with her boyfriend, and we were sitting there, and I loaded a bowl, and her boyfriend looks at me and he goes, so can she take the green hit, because she doesn't smoke unless it's the green hit. And I'm like, it looks like she's not smoking. Because what kind of bullshit is that? Like, who the fuck says that? I don't smoke unless it's the green hit.
I only take green hits.
Yeah, dude. Like, I only take green hits. Fuck you, Rod. This is my pipe, my weed. What the fuck? What the fuck, dude? What the fuck? Oh my god, fucking potheads, weirdo, fucking hippies, dude.
Dude, talking about festivals and taking pipes into festivals or a concert. I remember one time, dude, it was me, my brother, and a couple friends, and we snuck in a dab rig with a torch, man.
Jesus.
And like, like one of those big green tanks, like, you know, propane ones you take camping and stuff, and like we were walking up and everybody was like, who's gonna take the torch? And like nobody wanted to, but one of my friends, he volunteered, and he just put it in his pants, dude, and he just walked in. Dude, like that's legit like carrying a little bomb, dude, you know, a little propane tank.
Yeah.
So like, oh, this
right
was
next to his nuts too.
Yeah,
you know,
and so this was a Wiz Khalifa concert out in like in Auburn, Washington. It was like right next to Seattle, you know. And so I remember mid-concert, you know, when Wiz Khalifa was performing, it was a good song and stuff. We make a little circle, a little huddle, and we pull out the dab rig and the torch, and we're just torching this fucking thing, and then everybody's looking at us like, what are they doing? And then when they realize what we're doing, everybody around us like, yeah, they're taking a dab. It was like one of the craziest things, dude. I know one of my friends out there has a video of it. But
so one of the craziest things to ever happen to me at a concert was I was at a Mo show, MOE period. They were a jam band, but they were in Lawrence, Kansas. And I was down there, and I fucking went and saw them, and I was standing there, and I was, you know, amongst the hippies. I love the hippies, but I'm not a hippie.
yeah.
But so I'm sitting there, and I'm jiving to the music and shit, and there's this fucking cute ass hippie chick right next to me, just like just laying into me thick, dancing with me a little bit and stuff. Like, it was really kind of nice. It's more than like, okay, our coworker that always embellishes his romantic escapades.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like that. It was for reals. It was awesome. And then all of a sudden I'm dancing, I'm getting more into it and everything. And I look over at her, and the moment I look to my right, she is right here of passing out. Like, she was dancing. I looked over here, and all of a sudden I look here, and she's just
Passing
boom,
out.
just fucking flat ass on the back of her head, smack on the fucking ground, and all the dudes, because she was a cute fucking chick.
Yeah.
All the dudes just like surrounded her and everything, and I was just like, oh, they got it. And I kept on dancing, you know, like what am I gonna do? There's 12 guys around her. She's in their hands now, you know. But yeah, we're just sitting there, you know, and I was like, hey, things might be happening. You never know. And then all of a sudden, just okay.
I wonder what she passed out from, you know, from like heat, from like what drugs that she was on.
Drugs. Baby, if I told you, drugs.
Oh, man.
And dude, I couldn't even imagine doing all the psychedelics that I used to fucking do back when I was like 18, 19. Fuck, man.
You know, I never got into psychedelics. I just tried mushrooms like 2-3 years ago for my first time, and I haven't taken enough to like really trip, but I've been wanting to. Hence why I've been wanting those. But you know, I took like a gram and a half. I think the most was like 1.7, 1.8, and it was really like made all the colors like really vivid, and everything pop. All the colors pop. It was cool.
Everything looked beautiful to me when mushrooms took their correct hold on me.
Yeah.
Because I had a bad trip on mushrooms, and that wasn't fun.
Get this again.
Yeah, fucking hey. I might do one after. Just cause, you know. Just cause. No, I had a bad trip on mushrooms, dude, and that was something I never want to ever have happen to me again. But these days, I'm more concerned about being in control of my faculties, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I like being able to, like, know where I'm at, what I'm doing. And at this age, dude, and this might be, I'm going to give this a little piece of advice to you and all the listeners out there. When you get to be 39, 40 years old, the one thing that you never leave the house without is an exit strategy. Everywhere you go, always have an exit strategy. Don't ever get fucking locked into doing something with somebody else, going somewhere in their vehicle. No, you always have an exit strategy if you can, like.
Yeah.
Oh, I fucking.
Even now, man, I don't like going anywhere, like, if I can't get away out, like.
Yeah.
If I'm going somewhere and I don't have a car, or like somewhere far, and I have to drive there myself in my own car so I can have a way out, like leave when I want to leave,
Yeah. Yep.
I'm pretty high, man.
That's why I don't like fucking. What's that?
I'm pretty high.
Well, yeah, it's Snerbidge.
Snerbidge, man.
The podcast.
Snerbidge the PoTcast.
We've been going for an hour and 8 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty stoned.
But no, dude, I always, at this age, man, I like to be near my home as much as possible and near my toilet and my bed.
Yeah.
I like my toilet and I like my bed,
Yeah, definitely since I've been getting older, man, I definitely like more of a homebody. I don't like to go out. Like, I don't know how these people like around my age, or even like in their 28, 32 age, how they go out and drink every weekend, I don't know how they do it, man. I can't do it.
I don't know how people my age that are drinking every night.
Yeah.
Every night, dude. And it's just like, wow, man, like, I remember going out and cutting, but that's another thing. That's another reason why I don't drink that often, because my exit strategy is blown then.
Yeah.
I can't use that car that I have there then, like, I don't, sorry, I'm an old man.
That's why Snerbidge will always be better, man.
That's
the flower over anything.
I found that shit, dude. I never needed anything more. It was never a gateway drug. There was other drugs that I tried, but never because of weed.
Yeah.
But there's also a level of like, I've never done meth or heroin or crack or crank or glass, boom, pow, any of the, like, I've never done any of that crazy shit.
Yeah.
I never wanted to, because I knew I would love it. Like, I knew I would fucking love it, dude. Yeah. And so I guess that's my one thing, like my one reserve about myself, that I'm really happy with, is the fact that I was never like, oh, I want to try that high. It's like, no, I got this one and it's great. It works all the time for me.
Yeah. I've tried a couple things, but the flower though, that's the one that really stuck, Yeah,
man. It's a very peaceful plant.
Yeah.
It's not even a drug, it's a plant.
Yeah.
And it's a nice plant. Now, if I reach 75 years old, Johnny, I'm going to sit on my front porch and I'm going to do all those drugs that I never did ever. Like, I'll sit on my, this week in 75-year-old Tony's life is heroin week. Next week is cocaine week. The week after that is we're gonna do some fentanyl. Like, just sit on my front porch and do all those crazy ass drugs that I never did throughout my life, because they would ruin your fucking life, and and then yell at kids for being on my lawn.
If I make it to 75, man, I'm gonna pack my car full of drugs and like drive somewhere where it's really expensive and just like make a kill and do it. Like, they'll never suspect me, like, old man driving. I'll be like the movie The Mule. You seen the movie The Mule?
Yes.
Yeah. I'll be like, what is it? Clint Eastwood? Is that? Yeah. I'll be that guy, man. I'll be the old guy just driving.
What can I do for you, Sonny? I'm sorry. I'm listening to AARP radio.
Yeah. I'm gonna get rich, or I'm gonna go to jail at 75. Like, what are they gonna do?
I think I could play that off. I was just at a Metamucil conference. It's 4:00 in the afternoon.
Is it barely 4?
Gotta go to bed, dude. It's 7.
Oh.
It's 7:28.
Oh.
I was talking about fucking old people.
Got me stoned over here, stuck in time, man. I'm like, what? It's 4 o'clock?
4 o'clock.
4:20?
Holy shit. No, but I texted you, like, when I texted you, I was like, what you up to, man? It was 4:20, and I was like, That was an opportunity missed.
Yeah, I've been procrastinating all day, man.
Yeah, your car didn't look too packed to the gills.
Oh, yeah, there's nothing in there.
So you brought me something?
Oh, yeah, I brought 2 bottles right here.
2 bottles of the Champagne. Andre, California Champagne, naturally fermented. Signature collection. Extra dry.
And these gonna sit here until
you come back.
Yeah.
Or until I come there. Maybe I'll bring one with.
Yeah.
My shelf is so fucking... Put one right there.
Yeah, you can put them anywhere, man.
You can put the other one right by the hook over there.
By the hookah?
Yeah, right by the hook. Andre. Fucking Ren and Stimpy up there and shit. Oh, well, man, I think an hour and 12 minutes is probably enough. But
yeah, man.
But I want to say, man, we met, 2 years ago?
Yeah, about 2 years ago.
Maybe a year and a half ago, maybe more.
I remember it was last summer when I broke your truck.
It was last summer when you broke my truck? This fool fucking he's like sitting there talking to me and he puts his foot up on my truck. It like fucking looks like Captain Morgan standing there talking to me and shit. And all of a sudden, what his foot was on just breaks off my fucking... Oh shit, I'm sorry, dude. Oh, and I've been giving him fucking shit about that ever since. And I keep it. I keep that little plastic piece in the back of my... It's still in the back of my truck. I'm not going to fucking get rid of it, dude. It's back there forever.
Yeah, that was wild. I was just... boom! It just falls.
So, yeah. It was... Yeah, so we've been hanging for about a year. But I really appreciate you, as a coworker and just as a friend, chilling out and... being somebody that, we can fucking, I don't know, I can joke about the world with you, and I love that shit.
Oh yeah, man, I'm gonna miss you too, and I can't wait to come back and bring some goodies from Washington for you, dude, for reals, and come back on the show and whatnot.
It'll be fun.
Catch up.
It'll be fun. Yeah, man. And it's nice to do it again. It's been a while, and a lot of things have changed. But no, I want to have more guests. I want to, I got other people out there that want to. I've had a couple people be like, "Hey, you should do a podcast," or "Hey, we should do a podcast," and it's like I've been dragging ass on stuff so much, dude. Like fucking Dakota's been wanting to fucking do a podcast with me. He's like, "Oh, dude, we got to do a podcast about movies."
He'll probably want to get drunk the whole time. He's probably gonna hear this too. It's alright.
No, I don't think he will. Dakota, he's got a very short attention span. He's got a very short attention span. I love you, Dakota. If you do watch this, you have a very short attention span. You get that phone going, all of a sudden he's lost into down the rabbit hole, man. So, like most of the country these days. But all right, man. Well, hey, thanks for coming on Snerbidge the PoTcast. Fucking Johnny fucking Bravo.
Snerbidge. I've never even heard that term until you told me.
Nobody's ever heard it. It
So,
was made up by my mama.
Yeah.
And
I like how you put the podcast too.
It's a podcast.
The podcast.
Because we smoke weed on the podcast and shit. But no, dude, she'd fucking, she'd hit me up and be like, "Hey man, you got any Snerbidge?" Like, and dude, if you fucking look it up if you Google that, there's nothing else but that. Like, there's nothing else but that. Nobody in the history of mankind has said Snerbidge. Like, there's no definition in,
So you just type in Snerbidge on Google and
it'll pop up on wherever it's at.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's how easy it is to find this podcast, you guys.
The original name for it, what I wanted to have was called Let's Smoke Weed About It. Mm-hmm. But then somebody else had one that was like, Let's Smoke About It, and I didn't want to be a ripoff, so Snerbidge the PoTcast. So yeah, stay tuned. We'll have more to come. So, But yeah, thanks, Johnny, for coming.
Yeah, it was nice talking to you guys and talking to you.
Nice having you in my office.
Yeah, this is a nice setup, man.
It was nice having you here finally. You always, every time I'm like, oh, yeah, that'd be sweet in my office. You're like, you have an office? It's really not as big as you think it is.
Hey,
man.
this is a nice little setup, though, man.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking sweet. I love it. Couldn't love it anymore. But
Legit little man cave, man.
yeah, it's my little home away from home, but in my home. It's weird. But anyways, thanks for joining us, and we will. I'll see you on the next episode of Snerbidge the PoTcast. Thanks, Johnny.
You been smoking, we been smoking all day. I be smoking, you been smoking, we been smoking all day. You be smoking, she be smoking, he be smoking all day. Blowing kush, it ain't face from overseas to the USA. I got that blueberry, raspberry, and we keep that juicy fruit. If you want that 5-hour level, yeah, we